Montel, I can't see you. Can you see me? Oh my. Maybe Stephanie can help us out here. Let me see. Whoop. We lost him. Goodness gracious. Well, welcome to Insightful Player, everybody. My name is Chrissy Carew, and I'm a personal and business coach and founder of Insightful Player. And we will have Montel back in just a moment. I probably hit something that unplugged him, so I apologize. Montel, come back. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want to tell you why Insightful Player was created. I noticed that that the needs of the children all over the world were just growing bigger and stronger, and I began to get really worried for our youth and really, really concerned. And at the same time, role models were falling down left and right, as we all know, right? And I was wondering, who's leading our children? So I can't see him again. And so at the same time, I'm a huge fan. Okay, you can see me. Stephanie, can you see Montel? Stephanie, can you see Montel? Yes? Oh, he's calling. So there. Hold on, everybody. Okay, good. Maybe that will help. So they're working on it now. I apologize. I could have muted that and I forgot. I'm not very technical. So again, we have Montel Owens coming on. He'll be here any minute. They're working out the bugs, and I'm sorry for this awkward beginning and my earbuds falling off. Is that so? On one hand, we have these children. Insightful Player was created because we have children in dire need. You know, there's no one leading our children. Parents are overwhelmed today. There are a lot of single parent homes. Some parents have to work 2 jobs, and it's just too much. So we all have to jump in and help. So, and on the other side, I also have been a huge fan of sports, in particular football, and I did some research, and I found out that there were a tremendous number of NFL players that were out in the world doing beautiful, beautiful work, and nobody knew about it. So what Insightful Player did was it married the needs of the children with the genuine desire of these players to touch kids and make a difference. And that's how it came about. And Montel is an amazing role model, and you're going to really enjoy him. And he'll be here any minute. And so can you imagine a world where children are empowered to go after their dreams, that they make the right choices and live a great life? Well, that's what we're up against, and that's what we're planning to contribute to for the youth. And we really, really want to inundate them with the opposite of what they're getting right now. We all are inundated with stories of doom, gloom, and empty sensationalism. And what we really want to do is to give them stories of hope with some practical tools that they can use and implement right away. And I have a phone call, and I have a feeling it is from Mingle Media. Oh, it isn't. So, hoping that... So Montel, let me tell you a little bit about Montel. He was an honor student. He grew up in Wilmington, Delaware. He comes from a great family. He has fabulous parents, Dawn and Ernest Owens. Hi, Dawn and Ernest. And he's a newlywed. he has a beautiful bride named Lisa, and maybe you'll get to meet her tonight too. And he's an accomplished musician as well. And he was selected into the 210 Pro Bowl this past season on special teams. He's just one of these guys that has a big heart. He does things because he cares. He cares about you. He would really love to touch you tonight, and you can hear his story and show how he was shaped and how he grew, because his path to the NFL was not an easy one, as he will share. He did not have a lot of support from some coaches, and he really stuck it out. So we are working on it. I'm getting this message from Stephanie, the wonderful producer and founder of Mingle Media TV. And anybody here have any questions that you'd like to answer, that you want me to answer while we're waiting from Montel? Anything about Montel? He's such an interesting character. He really is. He will be here any second. We have I think he's coming. Hallelujah. There he is. Yay. We can hear you, Montel. That was an interesting adventure, right? Absolutely. So I was just telling our viewers a little bit about you, and we're just so happy to have you here, and honored to have you on the Insightful Player team. So, any news today about the lockout? Right, absolutely. Because aren't you usually back by now? So, what has it been like for you personally, Montel, with all this going on? That's wonderful. See, you're always giving back, and that's what is so wonderful about you. You're such a wonderful role model. And didn't you just get involved with and didn't you just help a friend out this weekend at a football camp? Well, that's great. Yeah, I mean, you had such a wonderful camp about a year ago right now, and we have the video. Did you see it yet? It does. So So maybe this is a good chance to just show our viewers what a camp is like. We have the video, and you're going to see firsthand what a caring and how involved that Montel was with the children all day long. There are some players that have the camps and just use their name and take off, but that's what works for them. But Montel was like dove right in, and he did a beautiful job. So why don't you go ahead and look, see, and you'll get to see this. Here we go. That was great, Montel, seeing that again. You did such a great job, and you were so... Yeah. Go ahead. That's great. That's so great. Yeah, you did a great job, and you had that wonderful help from Ryan Bird, where he's such a great camper for sure. So, my God, we have so much to talk about. We have a delay. That's what you're here. Go ahead. All right, no, so you had some wonderful support. You had some people helping you, and I know your dad was there and your mom was there. It was really a wonderful experience. I think you had close to 300 kids, right? Yeah, it was a great camp. It was wonderful to be there. So, you have so much to talk about. You know, you have that amazing story from Maine. You know when you were in Maine and Coach Cole and all the lessons you learned, which really had a huge impact on your life. Do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about that? Oh, we- That's amazing. I know that you spent a lot of our time when we first met talking about Coach Cole. Right. Right. And that's great. And it's amazing, that story, and God rest his soul. And sometimes people like that come into our life, and our first reaction is just to, to shut down, push them away, think they're the bad guy. And it's always good, like afterwards, like you realized what a huge impact that man had on you. And that's a great thing that we can all do even at the beginning of a challenging relationship, don't you think? Is to say, I wonder why this person is in my life. What am I supposed to gain from them? Yes. Absolutely, and none of us can do it alone. We all need the support, and we need to surround ourselves with strength and really choose our friends wisely. And in my coaching, I have a lot of my clients go out and build their own 12 apostles, whether they're Christian or not, and because we all need a huge support team, and that's been really effective, So that's been really fun. Yeah, why not, right? Right. so, so you didn't have it easy getting into the NFL. Will you tell us a little bit about that experience for you, Montel? That's true. Great point. Mm-hmm. Wait. I want to know what made you, who helped you then, right at that point where you felt low when you left his office, before Pro Day? What was it that got you to go to Pro Day? Good. Mm-hmm. Wow. Oh, right. Yeah. That is such a great story, you know. And again, there's so many principles that you bring out in that story. It sounds like you know that Coach Cole helped build that resilience and perseverance inside of you, and a combination with your wonderful parents and your support team. And then you know, even though you have this coach saying, sorry, you know, you're going to hang up your pads, you still kept going, and God sent you this wonderful man to support you. I mean, I think we always get rewarded when we follow our heart. And that, I love that story, Montel. And a lot of us, you know, have to, you know, that's a great story to help others. Right. Wow, that's amazing, because a lot of people do run, you know, from adversity and don't realize it always gives us gifts, you know, if we really tackle it, and we learn so much. So, you know, it always seems like you really have a wonderful relationship with adversity because you learn from it, right? You're good friends. And that continued once you got to Jacksonville, when you were first starting out in training camp, didn't it? That concern and worry and And it worked out, you know, because you built it up, don't you think? If you really, really built it up inside of you, that inner strength, that faith in God, and you just gave it your best. Life is full of surprises, isn't it? So what else would you like to share about your NFL career? Anything else? Anything turning points for you since you've been playing for the Jags? Really? Most of the time. Right. And the fact that your eyes were open is because if you did all that inner work so you could see. You know, you didn't have all that clutter because you were keeping your path clean. So, and I admire that. One of the many things I admire about you, Montel, as well as your deep-rooted spiritual beliefs. And, you're such a wonderful role model in that regard as well as a Christian. It's beautiful. Now, I have another question for you because we haven't talked about this in a while. Do you still foster the dream of having your own television show after football? Do you foster that dream of having your own show after football still? Uh-huh. Yeah, I always meant to ask you that when we talked, and I never thought of it. So is there anything else that you want to share with our viewers tonight? No, I'm just so happy. Do we have any questions? Let me just look down. I've been looking. I haven't seen any. Right. That's what I'm looking at. I don't see any questions. I just hear that. See, they think you're awesome. So, but no. I mean, you have so many wonderful principles that you shared tonight. Well, thank you, Montel. You're like family now, and it's so wonderful to have you, such an important part of Insightful Player, and you're just such a magnificent role model, and we need more people like you in the world, and you're inspiring people all around you, and you're on the board of PAO now, and that's wonderful. You dive in and you take leadership roles, and we're really thankful, and I really appreciate you. There's a delay. Right. Right. Yes, it was. Hmm. Yes. Wow, that is so wise, Montel. Adults have a lot of their identity do versus who they are, and what a brilliant concept. Conversation, purpose to children at a very young age. That is get you out into the stage. You are a motivator. You create a lot of action for other people when you speak. You really are. You're tremendous at this. You belong on stage, whether it's TV or live stage. I don't know. Yeah, that. Okay. All right. Well, oh, good. Well, thank you so much, Montel. We'll have you on as much as you want. You've given us so much to think about, and the viewers, I'm sure, are just learned a lot from you. I do every time I speak to you, and you're getting tons of hits on the Insightful Player website. You're getting the most hits right now. Can you hear that? Right. Well, thank you, Montel. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And it's very fulfilling, and it's definitely an answer to a calling. So I feel very blessed. And my earbud keeps falling off. It does every week. I need to get new ones. So thank you. So thank you so much for coming on. We'll have you on again and again and again as much as you want. You have to bring your beautiful bride on with you, and Lisa, and thank you so much, and we'll be in touch. And everyone, you had so many lessons that you learned from Montel. My gosh, you know, his perseverance, his work on his inner world, how he really built that inner strength, and he hung in there right when he wanted to give up, and his tremendous points about you really need to build a support team, and it's like none of us can do it alone. And there are many more points. Montel Owens is a wonderful role model, and we're so fortunate to have him in the public eye where kids can look up to and see how they can be when they grow up and have those values-driven life and a purpose-driven life. And the point about not identifying yourself with what you do, my God, if we can get that message to children, that alone will change the world. So thank you, Montel Owens. You're the best, and we'll have you back again. And everybody, next week we will have on Jerome Sapp, who also is very passionate about perseverance and developed resilience from every stage of his life. So thank you, everyone. You have a great week, and thank you, Montel. We'll talk soon. Good night, everyone. Okay, thank you. God bless you too, Montel.